Good morning, wrestling fans. Today is Thursday, January 25th, 2024. Lance Brock here. Hope everyone is having a great Thursday morning so far. Just a reminder for anyone who may have missed it last night, there was a new episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic, episode 547, where I talked about last night's episode of AEW Dynamite. And on this Thursday morning, GMWF, just to kind of go over just a little bit, once again, of some of the things to come from last night's episode of Dynamite. Hook letting Samoa Joe know that he's not done with him yet. And then Samoa Joe asking security to get him out of his ring. And Hook destroying the security. I thought they did a good job of making Hook look strong, even though he did not defeat Samoa Joe for the AEW World title last week. And I'm going to go out right ahead and say it right now, right here on Good Morning Wrestling Fans. It might not be right away. It might even be quite a ways down the road. But I actually do see Hook as a future AEW World Champion. Like I said, it might not happen anytime soon. It might even be a year or more. But I do see one day Hook being in the world title picture and winning, becoming AEW World Champion. I think since he has entered AEW, that's pretty much when he entered the wrestling business. He trained, and then he pretty much just went right to AEW, because right now I'm pretty sure he don't do any indie dates or anything else other than AEW. And with that, I'd say he has definitely improved. He's great in the ring. He is a man of few words, but he's also pretty good on the mic when he does use it to deliver a promo. So I definitely see a bright future in the business for Hook. But let me know what you think, though, in the comment section, either right here on Spreaker or YouTube or wherever you listen to 360 Wrestling Podcast at. Also last night that we found out in 2 weeks, Sting and Darby Allin will challenge Absolute Ricky Starks and Big Bill for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. This, of course, coming just a short time before AEW Revolution on pay-per-view, where the Icon Sting will have his final match. And like I said on 360 Wrestling Fanatic last night, I thought it was kind of funny, say, if they were to put a title on Sting just a little bit before he's going to retire. But then I thought, on his way out, I could see Sting being unselfish and wanting to put a team like the Young Bucks over on his way out. So if Sting and Darby do win the AEW World Tag Team titles, I could actually see them having them drop the titles to the Young Bucks at the Revolution pay-per-view. But the thing with that is, I'm sure most fans would probably be disappointed. I'm sure most pro wrestling fans, especially if you are a long-time Sting fan or a little Stinger like I used to be back when I was a kid, you would probably want Sting, his last match in pro wrestling, to go out on top, have a great match, get a win. But like I said, I could see Sting wanting to do what's best for the business and possibly put the Young Bucks over. But that's just me. Don't even know yet if Sting and Darby are going to win the AEW World Tag Team titles in 2 weeks or not. This kind of fantasy booking, playing armchair booker here. And tonight, for our Thursday night pro wrestling lineup, we have TNA Impact on Access TV, which will be followed by New Japan Pro Wrestling. Unfortunately, as of right now, I do not remember what matches will be featured on tonight's program. And also, we have Ring of Honor Wrestling on Honor Club tonight. And then for the rest of the week, of course, tomorrow we have WWE Friday Night SmackDown, AEW Rampage, and then the big day Saturday, the Royal Rumble, along with the AEW Saturday Collision. So, gonna be another late night for me, and especially since this is one of my favorite events of the year, the Royal Rumble. I really want to stay up and do the usual live, premium live event night podcast of 360 Wrestling Fanatic. But like I said, we got the Royal Rumble to watch Saturday night. We got Collision to watch Saturday night, which has a very stacked card last night, as we found out on Dynamite. So however long it takes to watch both Royal Rumble and Collision Saturday night, I might try to do an episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic after I finish both. So wish me luck for that. And that is it for this Thursday morning episode of Good Morning Wrestling Fans. Thank you everyone for tuning in today. I appreciate everyone who listens. Not sure just yet, as I usually say, if I'm going to do an episode talking about Impact and Ring of Honor, but just stay tuned to Twitter or X, whichever you want to call it. Like I always say, you get a tweet every time I do a new episode, so that's the best way to keep up. But I'm pretty sure I will be back tomorrow morning for the Friday episode of Good Morning Wrestling Fans. And until next time, have a great pro wrestling day.